Do you think back upon the day when you first held her in your arms? From that day on, you knew that you would do anything to keep her safe from harm. Do you think back upon the day when he made out his first word? You didn't have time to grab the video camera, but you do know that it was the most beautiful thing you had ever heard. Do you remember when she still called you daddy and asked you to push her on the swings? She kept yelling higher because she wanted to feel the exhilaration that flying brings. Do you remember when he still called you mommy and begged you to let him play for 5 minutes more? He would say, pretty please, just this one time, although he had said that to you the day before. Do you recall when she graduated kindergarten with that big smile on her face? It was a rough day for you, but that memory you'll never replace. Do you recall when he played his first minute of his first basketball game with his team by his side? He thought they were winning, but you weren't going to tell him that the game hadn't ended yet and that the score was tied. Do you recollect the time when she never wanted to brush her hair? She's gotten interested in boys, so now her appearance matters to her, and she does happen to care. Do you recollect the time when he never wanted to take a shower? He's gotten interested in girls, so now his everyday freshen up routine consists of at least half an hour. And every now and then, do you look back upon those years through a video or photograph? Do the things you see make you cry, or do they make you laugh? Do you want to remember all these things, or are they something you'd rather forget? Maybe you never took advantage of the time you once had because you thought that the clock was set. You can act like the time is set for right here and right now. But in 3 months, you'll wake up one morning and ask, how? How could so much time fly by? You'll look at your kid, who's no longer a kid, and say, you're starting high school today. And then, if you're an emotional person, you're probably going to cry. But it's not something you should cry over, because we all grow up. They'll walk out of the door and you'll silently drink out of your number one dad or number one mom coffee cup. You'll reminisce over their childhood until you have to leave for work. In the process of driving to your job, you won't realize it, but you'll be wearing a smirk. For you have faced the fact that they're growing up, and you're proud of who they are. Without you, of course, they wouldn't have made it near this far. Growing up can be a frightening thing for every single one of us. So we try to overlook it, and it's become a topic we rarely discuss. But I'm hoping you all understand that this chapter of our lives is through. And in the upcoming years, our generation will accomplish things that have always seemed impossible to you. I know you're aware that everything that starts eventually comes to an end. Middle school is over for us, and our high school years we will not misspend. And although this ending is quite bittersweet, there will be many more beginnings that we'll all get to meet. Oh, and don't worry, we'll take good care of the future, which has yet to be seen. Ladies and gentlemen, we are your class of 2018.